Yes, it will burn out. That's about it. So hey everybody, and thanks for tuning in for this first ever channel C.G.E automotive review video. And here we sit in my 1993 S10, representing the first generation of this iconic little pickup truck. This is a 2.8 liter V6 hooked up to a 5-speed manual, no posi traction, and very light in the rear end. We just had trouble getting out of the my own driveway back there. This truck was bought by my brother-in-law from a guy that garaged in the winter, babied it, and my brother-in-law beat it up for 5 years, and now I bought it just about a year ago. The reason I'm doing this review is actually because I may be saying goodbye to it soon in favor of a F-150. Alright, now I'm going to get on it a little bit. Well, it took me a little bit to get to 50. I wasn't flooring it, but I don't want to floor it because it may fall apart. Well, I tell you, it's not supposed to be fast, and that's the whole point. Is it's a daily driver. It's something that you can put stuff in the bed. You can, go light on a tank of gas, but it's fun too at the same time. And I think, Chevy, when they made this back 22 years ago or 21 years ago, however long it was ago, they really captured a market. This 2.8 liter V6, it's easy to beat bearings out of these, I was told by my brother-in-law, the mechanic. So I try not to rev it out too much like I just did a little ways back there. You gotta rev it out when you take off. You will stall in this. And I know because I've done it a couple times. I wasn't used to this having to rev up so much to take off. I tell you though, the suspension in this is great for being a little truck. It really holds to the ground nicely. When I hit a bump, it's not all swirly on me. It really it stays straight. The most problem I've had in the snowy weather and in the cold is getting out of driveways, especially my own driveway, because it's a little uphill. If there's snow on the ground, you will slide. Alright, we're coming up on some curves here. I'm not going to go any faster than this, because if I do, this window will whistle and then you won't be able to hear me. Curve number 1, coming up. Being a truck this old and the low grade technology that it uses, there's very little body roll. Nice, very little body roll. Of course there is some to be expected, but very, very little. I'm shocked, and I'm able to get on it through a corner with very surprising confidence. I'm going to punch it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. This is good. This is not a base model S10. This is actually the EL model, which is kind of a couple steps up. This engine's actually an upgrade from the 4-cylinder. Unfortunately, it's not a 4.3 liter. If it was, I probably would get rid of it, but it's just not powerful enough. I can't tow a trailer. I can't, pull a lawnmower or one of my go-karts around. All you can do is really beat around town with it, and even then, when you get up on the back road, sometimes going up hills, it doesn't have the power you even need to get up the hill without downshifting a couple of gears. This shift's real smooth, I gotta tell you. We're having almost 210,000 miles on it. I do tend to granny shift though, because it shifts smoother when I granny shift, and well, what do you want? I mean, it's 20-some years old and has 210,000 miles. Good. Get out in front of the crowd. The interior in this is really, really amazing for being how old it is. reasons. I keep mentioning how old it is. And you know why? Because it's old. The interior is shaped up really well, in spite of the abuse it's been through. The headliner here started to sag a while back, and just put some staples in it to hold it up. The carpet is still clean. I mean, everything works. The heat works awesome. It's even got the floor vents, which was a pricey option for back in the day. Sound system, it's got a cassette dock, AM FM radio, and the sound system is really actually very good. I was thinking of upgrading it at one point, but I don't have to. Here are 2 speakers on the dash, and 2, not really subwoofers, but bass speakers back behind the seat. I don't crank my music, though. That's just not me. Well, right now I'm just cruising around town, and I tell you something, I like it for this kind of work. I don't do very much around town driving because I live in the country. But it's got plenty of power for around town stuff. And it is a cool little truck, and especially in around my part of the country, we don't see this older generation very often unless it's an old rust pot. You see, I revved it up quite a bit there when I was leaving that stop sign, and I still came close to stalling. You got to rev it up just right. You got to find that beautiful middle point for shifting and for revving, because if you don't rev it right, it will choke out, but then if you rev it too much, you will start beating up on your bearings. Never had that happen before. When I went to go to first gear, there's like a wall. First gear in this, I've noticed, is very short. You never, when you're downshifting, like going down a hill, you go to second, and then you just end up pressing the clutch and going to neutral, because first gear, for one, is so short, it's not even worth downshifting into. And it sometimes when you are downshifting into first, it gets that wall for some reason. Granny shift, granny shift. Ooh, another granny shift. That was gross. The brakes are very good in this. I like the brakes. They're nice. They have like a cushion to them, it's almost like. And they get on not right when you start pressing the brake pedal, but you get in a little bit, and it's like nice and soft. You can easily control the pressure, I guess, is what I like about it. I guess you can go right on right here. That sucked. It sounded like I was going really fast, but I wasn't. Okay, let's see how I do here. This is a very steep hill and a slow speed limit of 30. I'm in third gear. Even pedal, even pedal. Doing good. I'm surprised I'm not having to go to second and slow down. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this first ever Channel C.G.E. automotive review video. And let me know if you like it. If I get enough positive feedback, I'll be coming out with a lot more of these in the future. Hopefully with some better cars, something a little faster than a, well, V6 S10. You know, subscribe, rate, you know the works. And thanks for watching. Take it easy and have a good one.